Hey guys, it's Will. Hopefully you're having a great day today. So Big Bear AI just moved about 10% on BAIG and 4.8% over on Big Bear AI. What does this mean for investors and traders right now? Well, I wanted to give you a quick update as we are in a trade that we entered earlier today in the BAIG market or Big Bear AI market. There's a lot of growth in the AI defense sector, and despite possibly ramping down or clamping down on the executive pay or the contract structures from the government to defense partners, that's something we recently saw announced by the president, is that there could be, even so, a lot more pipeline momentum from this last 6 months to a year that's going to show up in the defense markets. It's already showing up as contracts seem to be rolling in. But one company that didn't have any new contracts recently, but has had a lot of deployments in their infrastructure is Big Bear. And so we entered this trade here on BAIG. There was a few indications why we entered it. Number one, this $5.75, $5.50 level has been a very, very strong support level time and time again for Big Bear. We've seen, if we were to go back, resistance levels, support levels over the last 2 months here, you can see that this level here around this 550 level has been very, very strong. And so we started to see them validate it. A lot of times what they've been doing is swinging between $5 and $7. And when they came in with an extra, well, not extra, but total $1 billion in their balance sheet over here, their financials looked a lot better, about 919 million. Revenue stayed flat, net income not positive, not, or a little bit positive, not much, but still, while the revenue's been flat, the cash geared up, the acquisition finalized for them acquiring an AI company that already has 100,000 users and 16,000 government teams that they work with, along with other commercial organizations. And then additionally, the deployments into major international airports with this ferry scan technology. Some interesting comments. People are saying imperialism or Big Brother or what have you. It is interesting to think about. Ultimately, it seems the approach that they're taking is at the kiosks, or where oftentimes people face these scrupulous or intensive conversations with TSA in the past, or security just taking a very long time, or a lot of reliance on manual labor, that they're going to more, and you've seen it if you've gone through an airport in the last year or 2 years, there's more facial recognition and biometrics related to making the traveler experience better. So we saw that, and we saw a lot more related to Panama Canal, some other things related to Palantir as well, with their AIs that they're deploying at ports of entry, along with various commercial applications, even working in the NFL, which is interesting with a recent partnership with the New England Patriots around digital efficiencies. But overall, when we're looking at the growth of the company, revenue is still flat, anticipating more revenue growth due to these infrastructure and deployments over the last quarter. And so, with that being said, we see them also validate another level of previous resistance as a support around this 575. And we talked about this kind of yesterday. We were targeting about a $7 price point, down from about 575 yesterday. We're looking for the $7 range up here, which is about a 12 to 15% increase. We have seen that it dipped down this morning or yesterday, and dipped down after hours down to that 575. And we did see what was a 11% swing on Big Bear, and currently now it's up today about 5%. So in that instance, we had a small position. I think we even sized down on this dip a little bit to manage risk, so we missed out on some profits. However, short-term trade, aside from the long-term that we hold in this company, Big Bear AI, we've been holding since about $2.80, back when we started covering it around $1 a share in 2024 here. So when we started covering, it's been building this momentum here with long-term targets potentially into that $10 range plus. We continue to hold it. But in the short-term trade, again, with this BAIG move, we got into it yesterday. I went ahead and searched up BBAI using Prophecy AI, and I got the future chart from Grok and from Gemini and from Claude and all of them to see what the projections were. We saw support at 652, which led us into a confident trade there on Big Bear. Except rather than trading Big Bear, we decided to trade BAIG, which is the 2x. So whenever Big Bear AI goes up 1%, Big Bear AI goes up 2%. It's been a really good thing trading the 2x when you have confidence, when you have risk management. So speaking of risk management, the profit margins, the potential here, yes, I'd love to see them break out further, up into that $7-8 range, Big Bear AI. That would be awesome. But they also have been very volatile. You can see these swings, 10-20% swings on BAIG. We don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade. So how I'm going to approach this is I'm going to set a resistance level. You can see at $12 a share, there's a level back earlier January here, also January 9th, and then towards mid-January now, and even today, a resistance level at about $12 a share there. So that would be a sell down currently from current levels here. Would be a sell down of about 2%. Okay, which is fine. So we'll kind of pretend like we're entering the trade now, and I'm going to move my stop loss up here just below that level of resistance. So if that previous resistance were to not hold as a support, then we would sell, and that's a good feeling, as we'll sell for quite a profit, nothing crazy, a couple $100 here, which is good to see. So we got that support level. Important notes: when you're trading 2x, BAIG, or any 2x stock, limit orders are key. Don't do market buys and market sells. You'll end up not getting favorable pricing. Oftentimes you'll pay way more than even what it's trading at. You could actually set a limit order and get a way better price in or out on 2x. So I never sell straight up market sell. I always will set limits and things like that for entering and exiting on 2x. The other thing is, if you want the order to execute after hours, most brokerages at least offer that nowadays. And if that's the case, you want that to take place, make sure it's whole shares, not fractional shares, because fractional shares will not execute after hours. This infrastructure just hasn't been built out yet in the stock market. So the other level that we're watching is a $12 level. We're going to see if they hold it. If they hold it, next targets near term on Big Bear actually are up here. This previous resistance around 1350 on BAIG, be about a 5% increase on Big Bear, up to that $7 price point, maybe a little bit less than $7, which would be a 11% increase here. If this trade went really well, maybe we see that $16 price point on BAIG, but right now we're just monitoring it. Nice $250,000 for today. The other trade we made today in the data center market was on TSSI. Some of you guys saw that trade that we just started entering here. We did actually catch in, and we got to see the breakout. We got to see it validate that previous resistance level as a support and continue to rocket up, and we're up about $1,367 over on that trade. Currently, the opportunities in the data center market are huge. See a lot of great opportunities there. And the opportunities in the defense markets, the mineral markets, the semiconductor markets, the energy markets, oil even, space tech, quantum, the AI markets in general, all of those things, some of the political moves that are happening are huge. Even nuclear is getting some attention right now, and drone tech. And if that's you want to stay up to date with those markets, I would encourage you, go have a look at the second link below. Simply take a look. You get our daily live trading sessions in StockMates, and you get to see my entries and my exits at market open, along with the community, if you'd ever like to tune in. If you want to get the best AIs that combine my brain with the most prolific and best possible AI models that are available for use, Rather than paying hundreds of dollars a month, you can actually get them all in one place. Gemini, Claude, OpenAI, Grok, plugged in with data that they normally don't have, along with my analysis process and Prophecy AI. And that's going to be the first link in the description to get all projections for any stock on any of these time frames, along with the reasoning, nearest support, nearest resistance levels, all that good stuff in the first link below. Let me know your thoughts down below on BBAI. How many of you guys are trading it? How many of you are investing it? I remember when I first entered in it, it was $1 and we were freaking out over different runs and the volatility, but it's good to build up a positions. Are you long term? Are you short term? Let me know. And remember the quote as well with Warren Buffett, as we start the day off very green, this month off very green. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't break rule number 1. So in that case, I just want you guys to know to also have some caution as well, have plans like I just showed you, our stop losses, things like that we move up and that we move to lock in the profits. So when we're winning, we continue to win and we continue to keep the capital. And that's really just it. Appreciate you all. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.